Hello, welcome to the Jacob and Me podcast. I am Richard Rodillo. Welcome. If you didn't know, Jacob is my best friend, and sometimes Jacob says funny and interesting shit. And sometimes we record it because it's funny and interesting. I changed the intro for no reason. But the star of the show, Jacob.
Oh. Hello, everyone. I just
And
got dome rocked.
we have the original guest from the original Jacob and Me videos, Soldier in 88, Josh himself. Say hello, Josh.
Dear God, I almost killed myself with a grenade. Hello.
Yes, that was right in front of me. But yes, that is Josh.
I died.
He is back. And how you doing,
Back.
Josh?
Was I ever here?
How does it
I'm
feel to be
great,
the first ever guest on the Jacob and Me podcast?
Well, it's truly an honor. I'd like to thank my family and friends. It's been a journey.
All right.
Rodillo, you let him. Oh no, that's Jacob. Jacob, you
already
let him
dead.
close the door.
Oh, Josh, you just run
God.
right by.
Also,
him.
we
I got
play
him.
video games while we do this podcast. At the moment, as you can see, we are playing Battlefield 1. And yeah, we have
Disclaimer: This is our first time playing Battlefield in like a month and a half, probably.
We're
so we're all
truly terrible. Please don't judge us on the
We were
quality of
once
play.
good. I hope you can see that we were.
Can you
once
revive me,
good.
Jacob? Do you remember how to do that?
Do I want to revive you though? Is the question.
Well, there's an
Oh,
enemy.
actually, I
on the
can't because
right.
you're in enemy territory. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You're good.
You lied.
Oh no!
Oh, and I died again.
So I'm gonna get up on
Rip.
this hill.
All right. Anyway.
But let's segue into our first topic, ladies and gentlemen. And I think this is a big topic, and this is the reason why we brought you, Josh, specifically, because of your knowledge in video games. Even though you aren't like a professional in this field, but you do know how to talk about video games. I can tell you that. And if you want to see more of Josh, go check out our actual original review of The Witcher 3, like that we did a couple years ago. And yeah, but
That was a long time ago.
yeah, that was a long time ago. We are going to be talking about our favorite
I
and
killed him.
best games of 2016. So
Those are two separate titles, by the way. Favorite
exactly,
and
but
objectively best.
yeah, but I mean, when you answer the question and all, like it's like
Just
there's
wanted to.
opinions.
This build, that building is
But-
new, isn't it? Sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
been
I'm
new.
dead.
since you are the guest of the show, Josh, why don't you take the floor and say the best and your favorite video
Oh,
game
boy.
of 2016? I know you
All right,
have
so
two
best-
like, consoles.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
I had to think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna split it into console and PC, kind of. I guess. It's just too many. It was so hard to pick, but I guess I'll get started. Objective best. I guess console game, though it's not only a console game.
Oh, I just got torched.
2016 has got to be Dark Souls 3. You're hard pressed to find anything really wrong with that game, and it's good fun, good challenge. If you've played any of the other Dark Souls, I mean, you know what it's about. I don't even feel like I need to explain the game. I think everyone knows what Dark Souls is, and the challenge.
I'm down with Dark Souls. It's like it's that old idea of video games actually being hard and challenging and really like making you frustrated and also being
Yeah.
rewarding at the end. And that game does take a true skill. I remember trying to play
Yeah,
that game
yeah.
and I just was
I,
not.
I think Dark Souls 3, like as opposed to the other Dark Souls, just really put in, it's the maximum amount of polish. I don't think they're making any more, if I remember correctly. So, but yeah, objective best of 2016. It's definitely
I enjoyed
that.
Dark Souls, definitely, but well, I definitely enjoy the fact that it doesn't hold your hand, like Rodillo said, that it's actually truly difficult. But there is like for me anyway, a very glaring lack of like actual story. Like I have no clue what's going on in Dark Souls. I just know that
Yeah, I think you do have to play.
I
the
just
Right.
like
original.
go from place to place.
No, we're not gonna go into the story.
I'm
but
just
you
going
have to-
from place to place killing
Yeah, we
things.
won't. Yeah, to be honest, like to understand the story, I probably sat on the whatever Dark Souls wiki for a good, probably a couple hours, and I've played all the Dark Souls games. I've not played Demon Souls,
trying to figure things
and
out.
I still had to read the wiki on the story for probably a good 2 hours.
But it is like an open world game. There's not much story to open world games, anyways. I mean, like you can put those. kind of elements into
Open
those
world
games.
is kind of
Three.
I don't know if I'd describe it as open world.
It's yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like I mean, like you're able to like adventure
Rodeo,
inside your
get up!
level.
Got yourself a
Anyway,
oh,
so
I
wow.
literally did nothing
that
for me.
concludes. Yeah. Oh, hey, I defused
No,
it.
no,
I'm like the only guy here. Yes.
Only guy alive.
Oh,
by
I'm
the
dead.
way.
Oh, and you did.
So
RP
I
though.
guess so favorite console. I keep saying console. Favorite, I guess, a non-PC exclusive game of 2016. This one was a lot harder because the game we're playing now, Battlefield, it's probably one of my favorite games.
I think it was a big surprise. I think.
But I have to say, I don't know if it's out of left field, but it kind of goes. The first one went a little under the radar. It's probably Deus Ex,
Okay.
Human Revolution.
I remember you playing that. You're the like
Did
It's-
not play it.
You're the gamer in our group
Yeah,
where you actually go out and play different video games and not play the same video game over and over again, which I really respect.
I still do that. We played a lot
No,
of
but like
Battlefields.
I mean, you were playing like Steep. Who in our friends list is playing Steep? Who in our friends list played Deus Ex? Like there's a lot of
Deus,
games.
yeah, kind of like
you
it kinda
truly
for-
explore the video game world with different video games, which is like
Yeah.
I think a lot of people should do. I wish I would do that more, but unfortunately, like I love too many games. There are certain games.
I wouldn't say I explore like even like I scratched the surface. Deus Ex is still pretty big. But yeah, it kind of flew under I think most people's radars, and I probably beat that game, and it's not a testament to how short it is, but I beat the game in like 4 days. I just sat down and just powered through it. Had a lot of fun. Mechanically sound. It's a great role playing RPG with
Okay.
meaningful choices and all that. If you
So
played
I
the
want to
first
be
one.
Nick,
Anyway,
but let's move ahead.
yeah, I
because
need to
we
keep
are-
moving. Yeah.
I mean,
so
the
I'll
podcast will
skip.
have a time limit, but like I want to have Jacob will take the floor, and then I'll talk a little bit.
Okay.
But I won't talk as much. But let's go.
I won't explain my.
Let's stay in the
Okay.
console world, and before we go to PC, and actually, Jacob, if you want to say
Okay.
your favorite console, and or the best game.
I think Battlefield, we kind of already talked about this a little bit, but for me, Battlefield, as far as consoles are concerned, I enjoyed the most. I think there's just Battlefield gets the whole squad action thing down really good. Like the
think the
moments that
change
we've
of
had, like
setting
we
was
have
a good
earlier
bold
videos that
move.
we've recorded and stuff like that. Just like the moments we've had in Battlefield, like you can't really, I don't really feel like you can replicate that in most other shooters these days. And
It has
just like
its
the
own- it
crazy
definitely
things
has
that
its
can
own
happen
style as
sometimes.
well. Oh wow, you got snipes.
Yeah. So
I think
I
the
would definitely
move
have to
to
say
World
Battlefield.
War One was a
That was
very
a big
bold.
risk.
Ooh,
I
Josh, I'm
knew
right there,
good
baby.
they were
payoff,
talking
yeah.
about developer,
Oh,
the
thank you.
developer not like trying to pitch this idea and them saying no, like it's not gonna happen, and then they adjusted the plan or development of it to where it can work and to what the studio wanted or to what a studio
Don't
expects
revive
to
me,
be a game.
Jacob.
No, you're getting up.
Good God, it's a firing squad. I lived. Anyway, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, Battlefield for sure. Even though, well,
wow.
it's not without its problems, but Battlefield. And then special shout out to Quantum Break. Although I'm terribly ashamed that I didn't finish that game. Just like other things started coming out, and I never really got back around to it. But I really enjoyed Quantum Break. It was very unique how they split the story like between your protagonist and your antagonist, and how they made the antagonist side the like kind of like television like episodic live action stuff that they did with I honestly don't remember any of the actors' names, but Littlefinger from Game of Thrones was one of them.
Oh okay.
There were just all these things that they did. It was like, super unique, something that like I hadn't really seen
It was a big idea. I remember when they announced a lot of that stuff.
done
and I was
before.
like- it was like, what? What do you mean there's gonna be a show going on, or like with the actual game itself? It was good. It was
Yeah, it was really great.
interesting.
It was really, I thought it was really great how they were able to like integrate what you were doing in the game and how that like changed. So like they went through and they filmed like outcomes based on like all the decisions that you could
That you made in
possibly
the
have
game.
made, like any series of decisions you possibly could have made in like the actual gameplay. The gameplay itself was really lacking, but just like it was a really unique idea, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought that the episodes are really well made. They didn't like seem half baked or anything like that.
It didn't
yeah,
seem
special
like from
shout
a
out to-
distance, because I never played it, but it didn't seem like a big success for Xbox either, unfortunately, or for Microsoft,
No, I don't think
I
it
think
was.
sales-wise, it didn't
Yeah.
do that great.
or
But
what they expected. But I think they also invested too much money into it, and I think it's what they really need to figure out and then we'll talk about that and then most anticipated stuff for next year. But is there like your probably the game of the year? Because you talked about your favorite games.
I think it would have to be Battlefield.
I don't. I'm not gonna disagree.
I can agree with
I'm
that.
not-
I can get behind that.
I can't like say no. I don't enjoy this game or no. This game doesn't. Like it has its own style, like we talked about, and like the setting, the risk of it. I didn't play the campaign, but I don't think.
Ooh,
Talk
this
about
campaign is like a surprise shout out. It's a good. It like the gameplay's the same, but honestly, I thought the stories were pretty touching. Anyway.
So for me, staying on the call, I guess my favorite game of this year. This one's kind of tough. But I think my favorite game, I would say for sure that I probably. Oh, whoa! Sorry. I actually, I'm gonna skip my favorite game and go to do. I think my game of the year is gonna be Pokemon X or Moon, Sun and Moon. I think that's like very bold to say. I think
Moving to
For game of the year, yeah, probably.
for game of the year, I think it's a. I mean, it's a bold move, but I feel like they executed that with old Pokemon and giving them new ideas, new fresh ideas. I thought those trials were like kind of new and fresh. Even though I mean the game kind of lacked in like difficulty, but I mean, that's just I don't know how like there's probably a setting to where you could probably set.
Is there a Pokemon that doesn't lack in difficulty though? Like that's been a gripe for like people who play Pokemon for.
Well, lately though, I think it's the latest releases for sure. I think if you go back and play like original like original 3, I think the difficulty in those are obviously like night and day. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I couldn't like I got lost in like the new Pokemon. I guess I didn't have like that difficulty of like trying to figure out what new Pokemon are what, because the new Pokemon, most of them, or a good handle of them, were the older Pokemon, just in like with new types and then new ways to battle, and that gives you like a fresh new idea of like how to take on this game. I felt like, and then they took out like what was it, the swarm battles. I thought that was a really good idea to take out, but they added like the I guess, what do you call it, where they can call other Pokemon to help them out in the wild. I like that, but like it got annoying for a bit, but it made it more challenging. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, you could like accidentally get yourself like stuck in like this endless loop of.
Like that would be your own fault. Like again, like if you like either you're gonna take the risk of taking this Pokemon out on one hit, or are you going to continue, or are you gonna like, or try to catch him?
Chicken, why the hell did you revive me?
But, like,
we both died on the same spot.
But I think it was also smart for
Sorry.
them to release this game with those older Pokemon to be recognizable because of the Pokemon Go app. And I thought that the Pokemon Go app helped this game because of the older.
Don't
Pokemon
even get
would be
started
recognized.
on Pokemon Go. Let's not even
Okay.
go there.
Well, anyways, probably my favorite game of the year, though. I mean, I would.
Favorite game to play.
My favorite game probably to play would probably be this game, Battlefield 1. But playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, that remaster, even though it's like it's technically a release, but like, yes, that was fun. But I think my favorite game to play this year was probably Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because it was like a whole new game to me.
Man.
Now that's very bold. I didn't play the campaign. A lot of people compare actually said the campaign was actually decent and surprising, and
Yeah, I'll give a shout out here to that campaign. I played through the whole thing, enjoyed it until the very end, but that's all. I'll leave it with that.
But like I really was like challenging myself to like get good at that game, and I think I did a very good job of that. And that game I really I don't know what it was. It was just like maybe like it felt like playing a new game because I haven't played Call of Duty since I think Black Ops 1, really, like that much, like within like I guess the same amount of time on it.
Sounds about right.
And I thought they did a good job. I thought that was like a good direction for them to go into. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. I think like mechanically, like it was interesting to jump off walls and stuff. It felt like what I wanted out of Titanfall, the first Titanfall, and kind of got, I guess, what I expected to be Titanfall.
All right.
I kind of feel bad not mentioning Titanfall because I think Titanfall was actually really good, but I don't think it just made the best of lists.
I think it was a release date on that one, but
Yeah.
let's
We
not
could probably run through the PC ones quick, or just skip them.
maybe we'll wait for the PC ones for another one. Maybe we'll save that for
Okay.
like another topic, because I think that deserves its own kind of mentioning. Even though I haven't played much of PC this year at all, but there's a lot of good games that came out on the PC that we can definitely mention.
Yeah.
Oh, another shout out to you though is for another game that came out. It's a really small game, really simple game called Overcooked. I just started playing that game, and that game is fucking hard as balls. But definitely shout out to that game.